Dignitas yesterday is the one I was thinking of. We're already getting to that stage. It's only day 2. That's quite scary. But there we go. You can see on the screen picks and bans. And nearly being taken out. Of course, targeted straight towards Hotshot GG. Pretty much obvious targeted ban there. Will we see more targeted bans? Of course, obviously, you know, it's quite hard to target the Canadian team with bans because they all have characters they're so well versed on, so well known on as well. Now, in the previous game against CDE, Team Canada were playing kind of like a beefy, tanky lineup defending the Caitlyn. It's almost like a Cogmore lineup, purely defending him. Rammus being picked up there. Ban out, sorry. You know, Rammus has been pretty well heavily used in the jungle at the moment, but so he's kind of got back into it. We're just waiting for the next ban to come in.
Seems Demon's having some problems with his ear holes right now, so mine's fine at the moment. I don't know what's going on there.
It's crazy popping.
But I was talking to the Italian guys and I asked them the first night, you know, have you got any crazy mental setups that we're going to see coming out in this tournament? And they were like, obviously I'm not going to tell you, but yeah, we run something very, very different in the mid lane. And I guess that they'll save it for this game because this would be their big win if they could pick up this win. They'd open everyone's eyes to them. Here come the next couple of bands. Lee Sin banned out for Italy. Udia, the last band for Canada. So Trindomir, Ramos, Udia, the 3 bands for Team Canada. And over on the Italian side, Needley, Lee Sin and Rise, final ban.
So Rise banned out immediately. Graves getting picked up. So that's going to be, expect Chaos to be the AD carry he normally is. Of course, CLG have had a few changes recently in their lineup. We discussed this briefly earlier on. Obviously, Elements will be hoping to really prove his point of why he should still be a member in that CLG team. He's been there for over a year since World Cyber Games last year, 2010, over in Los Angeles, where, of course, CLG won it. They were known as, well, they were full CLG and actually represented Team USA last year. Of course, they have 3 members of Canada, 2 members of the USA, so somehow they became Team USA. I don't know, but don't know how that one quite worked out, but there we go. So obviously picks for Italy. They're really milking their moment here. They're waiting with those picks. Obviously they're very important. Aurelia getting locked straight in by Askela there, and Skara, coming out by Kilo. Skara obviously a member of Dignitas, so you know they're picking you. It's going to play for them. I don't know. But so over to Hotshot. What will they be picking up? Will we see Cho'Gath? We saw Cho'Gath in the qualifiers. We did see him in the qualifiers. We saw him in the CDE game earlier on. And Sona, well, we can't talk enough about Sona. That crescendo, the heals, the sustain that she gives, just makes her personally one of my favourite supports by a long way. And what will the odd one really use for jungle? Will it be jungle Maokai again that we saw earlier on today? Will it be jungle Gangplank? That could be Gangplank at the top lane. We're not too sure. But I would guess it's going to be a jungle Gangplank.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way at this point. Locking in there in just a few seconds onto Odd One. So it seems to me that Soraka Gangplank going to be the 2nd and 3rd picks here for Canada. Obviously, Big Fat LP first pick for Canada was Graves. So yeah, Soraka and Gangplank added to that Graves for Canada. So here we go then. Aurelia, Skarner. Let's see now what Canada for Italy, not Canada for Canada.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, good one, eh? Going to pick up next. Also Riga. And I'm waiting for this. So they told me we run this crazy mid that you're never going to expect. And obviously I don't know what it is. If I don't expect it, I'm never going to be able to guess it, right?
Well, we had Yorick mid for CDE earlier. So, you know, it's not always an AP in the mid. I'm not too sure what crazy they could do that we haven't really seen. We've pretty much seen all the nations so far, and there's been some pretty weird stuff. UK against Dignitas actually they had to win within 17 minutes, I believe. So they said, you know what, screw it, let's have a pretty crazy strat. So they ran promote, ran straight up mid, had a 5-man up mid, and actually got to the inhibitor before they accidentally caught a hero with Twitch, and obviously the poison dot caught him, which meant he drew aggro straight away from the turret, so then going down to 4, and then immediately the rest of the team, Dignitas responded, and it was a pretty quick win, 17-minute win for Dignitas in the end, but it was a strat they had to go with because it was getting to the point where they They had to win within a certain time because they were looking at a possible three-way tie. As it was, China went on to beat Spain, things went through, so pretty standard stuff there. We're not seeing anything crazy so far from the Italians, I've got to be honest. We've got Corky and Tarek down in the bottom lane there. Of course, we're saying bottom lane, maybe they're going to play them in a different position. Maybe it's going to be a support Skarner and a jungle Tarek. I'm not too sure, but it is a pretty standard CLG lineup right there. Cassiopeia in the mid, and I'm almost certain that's going to be Hotshot GG on Cho'Gath up top lane.
Well, here goes the final pick then for Italy. They've got so far Aurelia, Skarner, Corky, Tarek, and that's what we're going to find out here in just a few seconds. Maybe it was Trindomir middle that they had before.
Yeah, no, like, damn,
who knows?
Yeah.
No, but I don't know, maybe they want to play it safe here against Canada. But for me, when you're 1-0 down, you've got to play Canada for pretty much a place in the next round this game. If we're looking at the figures and the group, I think it's worth the gamble. It's best of one. You've got to gamble in a game like this. Italy are definitely big underdogs coming into this match.
Yeah, big underdogs in the group as well. Australia actually looked pretty strong. I think it was 16-8 the score between Australia and CDE earlier on. So Australia currently 1-1 in the same group as the CDE 2-0, and both Canada and Italy 0-1. Obviously, and it's going to be Carter. So absolutely nothing unusual with that one. Obviously, we don't know what lane play they're going to go with, but that is a pretty standard lineup there from Italy. So, personally for me, it's Canada coming into this one, huge favourites. You've got to expect them to take this one through. We're expecting them to make it through to the semi-final, so it would be a huge upset if Italy could pull something off. And now again, are the teams on your screen. That is Team Canada, and it's always interesting the team line of the positions really. Which generally tells me who's going to be giving the commands, and it's looking like the odd one might be basically giving the team orders. Obviously CLG have had the issues lately. They have obviously St. Vicious, Hotshot and Chowster normally all giving calls within the team.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how it's going to be working out on this one, whether they manage to work it out. Certainly at the moment you can see it's the odd one that's doing the talking, so maybe he's going to be the lead, which generally I think works out best. It's exactly what Dignitas do. Jack runs the jungle and he basically makes the calls, because at the end of the day they're the ones with the most map awareness, because they're coming out the jungle, they're keeping their eye on exactly what's happening, where they're getting countered, and where what's going to happen around the map. So it will be it would be an interesting discussion to listen in on, let's put it that way, to see how the comms works between Canada CLG and CLG, the real CLG, if that makes sense.
Made sense to me.
Yeah,
I think I got it. Not 100%, but I think I did. So there we have the camera on, and spirits high in the Italian camp by the looks of things. There's the three bands once again, Nidali, Lee Sin and Rise. So kind of spread across the board there, trying to pick one from each area, I guess you could say. And so the game is currently loading, so it shouldn't be too long. There are the picks for them as well, of course. Aurelia, Skarner, Corky, Tarek and Carthus. Skarner doesn't have a name in Korea. I don't know. They left him without a name. But we are going to get this one underway here very shortly. Excited to see what the Italians bring to the table. Demon, you can't really say anything other than Canada are a big favourite for this game.
Yeah, massive underdogs. And it's good to see a big crowd here as well. Again, it's pretty much built up since the moment we started this. And the teams, of course, there's a lot of players in there as well that have been watching this one. So they're again excited to see what's going on. There's been a few players I've also seen around the event that actually hadn't qualified for here, but they made the trip over. Obviously, personally from us, Snoopy from SK is over here with the actually talking with a press badge. So they've come over. So there's a couple of people that have made the trip over here just purely for the sake of, you know what, we want to be at this event. It's a big event. There's 18 countries from around the world. I think it's 19 teams. Obviously, USA got the 2 teams in there. And I think only one team has not made it here, so it really is. And it was 4 groups earlier. I made the mistake saying 5. It is a 4-group tournament. Two groups of 5 and 2 groups of 4. And at the moment, are we going to see an invade from Italy? I'm not too sure. Canada going one way, Italy going the other. Great's the only one that's actually split apart from them. The ping's going down, and of course, no clairvoyance again on Team Canada here, which we did see earlier on for Korea actually not running it. It's one of those changes that have started to come into the game lately. They feel that the heel's basically much more popular. So it's obviously going to leave Canada with a slightly blind start, which is probably why we're not seeing them being so aggressive this time around.
Yeah, and look at this. Italy there just getting that clairvoyance off by the blue in the top side of the CLG jungle. They've come up now to this more aggressive push, but I think they're not feeling too confident. Things, if they've gone down there, they could have caught Chaos out completely. This is a pretty standard start from Canada. They're going to be doing the golems down at bottom for their AD carry, and I'm surprised not to see Italy try and take them away, because we've seen how valuable it can be to him, and if he can steal just one of those golems away.
Yeah, and they are going to finally come around. They will manage to get the steal. Kilo actually picking up the gold there. They will get the one. Will they manage to take the second? Elements who start there ready and waiting. Of course, Elements playing support this time around. Sun goes down on towards Chaos, but not going to be too worried about that. I'm just going to return to lane. So Golems being left with one standing there. Big Fat GG versus Barracoon in the mid there. So it's going to be Carlos Cassiopeia. Hotshot GG versus Aurelia up the top there on Cho'Gath. So down the bottom, and really I'm not seeing anything unusual. I've got to be honest. They were picking it up so much, we were expecting something.
They were trolling
crazy.
me.
Yeah, they were trolling you. We could have even had a karma in mid. Go full on crazy.
They'd be trolling themselves if they did that.
Yeah, I think so. Bookshot straight across there from Chaos, and Graves has really become the new AD carry in the game.
That Gangplank buff just blew my ears off after my game sounds down just a little touch, as to not be deaf. I was just about to talk about CS, but actually the cricket commentators don't have the scoreboard up. Just to reiterate that once again, we don't have control of the camera, guys. We are taking the feed directly from OnGameNet, the Korean TV station that are producing the event, so we don't have any control of the camera whatsoever. So, you can blame someone else if we miss anything. Here we go, Stun going in on Chaos. He'd already used the quick throw, though, to get to the safety of that. Sorry, up at top, look at this. Canada going to get first blood, and it's Hotshot GG, of course. And he didn't even need the Gangplank help there. That was just like, nom, see you later, Aurelia. Ridiculous first kill, actually.
Yeah, completely caught out there, and Kilo getting taken down very low. Then Bananas coming in with some pretty crazy banana kills.
Last banana, new Meta.
Yeah, new Meta. It's all about that. And you know what? You can see the odd ones come up there. He's like, oh, you obviously don't need my help then. I'll just go down into the mid or something. After getting caught out there, now Ward actually in there from Italy, so they're going to try and force them away from that mid area in the bush, which is normally occupied obviously by Elements. Looking towards the mid here. Big Fat GG quite happily keeping the CS. Not any layaways coming out from Carlos. Carlos almost dancing back and forward. So Hotshot GG's just been back on top of Philosopher's Stone nice and early along with those boots. And you can see Reaper is coming out of the bushes there. But not really going to trouble Big Fat GG quite happily. Manages to keep them bay. Looking down towards the bottom, you can see they're just keeping the harassment going. We'll try and get you the CS as soon as the camera decides to actually press tab. It would be handy. It's one of those things they just randomly decide to take it off the screen, but which actually kind of hampers us and you, the viewers, so we can't really see the view. But obviously you can see what Hotshot GG's building in the bottom left-hand corner there. You can see he's putting the feral stream up. It's pretty much started off with the one, so it's going to be leveling the screen more, which you kind of expect against an Aurelia.
Now we see there a little bit of invasion actually from Odd One, just pointing towards those raids. Actually, Stana was there. As we see once again the stun come out, and Chaos is super fast today on those quick throws. Both times, or 3 times we've seen his stun go in, he's managed to get himself away. Oh, they're going to spot Riga coming in there. Ward's actually going down, and there is the clairvoyance from Italy, so they know that the Odd One was there, and it's of course useless for him to hang around in that one. Here we go, Chaos settling in. There we go. 38 to 33 CS in favour of Graves down the bottom. Up top 28 plays 23. So Canada done a decent job despite losing out to that first kill. Here they go, they're going to put some pressure down onto Chaos. How's the damage going to turn out? Actually, Kello doesn't have much mana left, so decides to pull himself away. Skarner's going to come sniffing around. Level 5, so none of that pull ulti going off. Hotshot's going to go for the kill here onto Canada, and he's going to get the kill. Amazing play from Hotshot. The question is, can he get away now from Skarner as he drops down that silence? And I tell you what, he's doing a great job so far, but he needs to be very, very careful. Going to be chased down here. Does have the pot running as well, which may just keep him alive. Yeah. And Hotshot does survive that one. Great play from Hotshot.
Yeah, more importantly, he got the minions with him as well, which is why he was quite happy to stand there and just carry on fighting. Let the minions do the work down the bottom here. You can see Corky also taken down very low. The Hotshot doing a fantastic job up the top there. 2-0, not needing any help whatsoever. In fact, a 2v1, he comes out on top, which tells me that Italy are already in very dangerous trouble. Down the bottom, you see the Chaos is slightly leading 54-44. Skana having all sorts of problems now, trying to step in here. Aurelia is going to finally return, but Hotshot now up to almost full hit points, despite the fact he was taken down to nothing. Just hero potting it up there. Kido now going looking, actually only at level 4 at the moment. And he's going to wander looking towards Cassiopeia, but you can see there's that ward down in River, so they knew exactly where he's going. Chaos is going to take his moment to go and buy his 58 CS, expecting some Doran's, but maybe another pair of boots. Yeah, there we go. So a pair of boots and Doran's Blades coming out. And of course, importantly, a ward coming out from the AD carry. This is something that's happening more and more of late, but Cassiopeia in mid, 1400 gold, building up possibly towards going direct to that new large rod. I'm expecting probably to go for boots first, so going to be given the blue buff as well by the odd one. And that really is some pretty loud poison that's going down there.
What? There is Hotshot GG.
Oh, the drinking game kicks in as they zoom in on Hotshot GG.
Oh, close and personal. Obviously, Hotshot's gold is way up there now, 2.6k. Obviously, he did pick up that first blood. Great solo kill in middle. We are going to see Carters here gifted the blue buff for Italy. That's Barracoon playing the middle for Italy. Now we see there the beast stacks as well coming up. Hotshot is so healthy now. Got that heart of gold, Philostone from earlier on. And Skana just sniffing around near bottom trying to get that gank off, but there are wards here, there and everywhere down at bottom. Pink ward thrown into that bush actually from Italy. Riga's going to portal himself home. And watch Asclar come back with you. Can't actually see his items just yet because we still have the gold on. So hopefully they can switch around here for... Yeah, there we go. As if by magic. So double Doran's Blade plus the Mana Crystal for Corky compared to Berserker's Greed and double Doran's Blade for Graves. In terms of the junglers, we do already see Skana, Mattress Razors plus Boots, over for Gangplank, got the cloth armor, got the longsword, and well, he's going to continue on that jungle path. Look at Hotshot just seeing himself in that bush, and he's going to, you can't let someone like Hotshot have the confidence of winning a 1v1 like that, in my opinion, Demon. It's going to cause all kinds of problems.
Just being annoying and frustrating there for Aurelia. Aurelia really has not had a very good lane phase. But when you're 2-0 down in a single top lane, and you know, even Skana's been up there to try and help out, but it's just not working. And as soon as you can go 1 kill behind, you're in desperate trouble. Go 2 kills behind in single 1v1, you are pretty much screwed. There's no way around it really. So Aurelia's just going to have to try and farm his way back up into this one. Meanwhile, down the bottom here, you can see it's 82 to 73, so still only that 10 CS lead for Chaos at the moment, so not doing too bad a job. You can see the pings going down the bottom there, looking like Skana wants to make his way around. The odd one is also just within reach. Expect the Gangplank ulti to come down. There it is. Goes straight down across them. They're going to actually target by Elements. Elements just pops his ulti. The Carter's ulti also coming across. Elements will walk away. No, he will not. Corky finally managed to land that, and well, that's a 4-man push from Italy. Could they turn it around and go towards the Dragon? Yes, they will. Looking like they may go there. No, Canadians going to actually pull back, so Aurelia will not go back there. But it's obviously, well, they've done all this. It's great, but they're leaving Hotshot to just eat away on this top turret. You can see, maybe take it down in the next minion wave before Aurelia even gets close. He's doing what exactly like you should do. It's just letting the minions take the damage. He's just taking out the minions in between the two towers. So the next creep wave is going to come up completely unhindered. And again, we can see him diving on towards Chaos there. I think he's not going to be any problems here. Actually, a flash from Kilio, I think, trying to get a stun on him, but he's just going to back away from that. Landing those 2 ultis there, and actually manhandling Aurelia here. Just beaches towards that tower, and that tower down already nearly. But that Dragon will have picked up. That was a chance, I think, Italy to try and pull that gold back. They are still nearly 2k behind in gold spot. In fact, it's only 2-1 because they're just so far behind in the CS across those lanes.
We are going to see again that push down. I don't remember who it was in the push. Okay, so it's Skana that's going to move in. Chaos is going to go down again. Great move from Haskell. He's actually taken a couple of hits from the turret there. Nothing that should really worry him, though. Elements now left to defend with his bananas on that turret to stop it taking too much damage. But we're brought back to a 2-2 scoreline in the kills, and, you know, despite those 2 kills up at top, I mean, if they not have happened, Demon, someone... I'm hearing someone else's microphone at this point.
which is always pleasant. But it's not mine, so it's okay. We're getting a little cross on the feed, but yeah, like you say, I mean, the BF sword now on Corky. You can see large roll and Cassiopeia, so I think that GG was saving up for that one over the Doran's ring and the tome as well. Meanwhile, Graves, you know, he's not been having that much success. He's pretty much even on CS as we get blown away by Cassiopeia's boys. I don't know whether it's coming across the stream at the same volume it is into our ears, but my God, we are struggling against the volume of the Koreans and the volume of the game as well. But we will try and soldier on, as it were. So Graves, like I said, you know, he's actually fell behind in the CS. Well, he's pretty much even, but in terms of kills, obviously Corky picking up the 2 kills there onto Elements of Chaos is really giving him the advantage. So that is the one lane now winning. Scanner at the moment making his way up towards the top, going to come around, and they're going to try and go on Hotshot GG again. Hotshot GG now got that heart of gold and the Mercury chest. He is not fearful of anything. He's level 10 versus a level 7 and level 9, and really, well, I mean, Scarlet, you are just going to get eaten in a minute if you continue that path. Already was not following. Hotshot would not be pressured by him. He's 3 levels ahead, and you know, in terms of difference in skill, he just seems to be, well, look at that, he's just really just baiting them at the moment, preventing them from porting away. Carter's back in mid though, has come back, got that Nixie Dart drop with the Sorcerer's Boots as well. He's actually slightly ahead of Big Fat LP down in the middle there, but in terms of items, they're pretty much even.
Down on bottom, we have got Oddlon coming in for that little bit of a gank. They've not seen him as far as I'm aware. I see Corky sitting out there. Elements is just going to put a ward by the dragon area, and it looks like Oddlon is going to back away, maybe go for some kind of invasion here. So they switch away from him, but they are going to meet here on both Riga and Oddlon, the 2 junglers. As Kello does decide to come in as well, that defensive wall placed over the top of the wall, try and keep the vision out there. As Asqua, horrible positioning, of course, does have the escape mechanism there with Valkyrie, as he just hops over the top of the wall. However, a little bit of a dangerous position he left himself in, but you know, he's 2-0 now, Demon. He's got a BF sword, double Doran's blade as well. That Corky can do plenty of damage. Up at top, of course, we have seen Hotshot GG demolish that tower, and Canada, of course, is playing the Aurelia for Redbyte, having a real tough time of it up there.
He really is. And we're seeing Hotshot GG do what he does best, and that is passive farm his way to glory. And at the moment, he's having no issues doing no whatsoever. 122 CS to Aurelia's 80. That's a 40 CS difference. That equates to a large amount of gold. When they switch to it next time, we'll try and keep a glimpse on that one. Of course, the Sheen now coming out on Corky. Corky is the only real saving grace for Italy at the moment. Has had some success with the ganks, with, of course, the support of Tarek. And we do have a pink ward down in river at the moment. And Cassiopeia throwing that poisonous slowdown straight across from towards Castle from Skarner there. Did he actually manage to steal the blue though? I didn't actually catch it, so the Carter's had it on, whether it was his own blue. It was his own blue. And obviously we're not controlling the camera, so we didn't get to see it all. And there is Gilio putting down that, is a pink ward of his own, clearing out CLG. So CLG with no ward in the rivers at the moment. And again, a zoom and focus on a rather large dinosaur. Maybe it's because we're just close to Japan, I don't know. It's like Godzilla!
And, you know, Aurelia, those 2 early deaths has forced us to build really defensively. I actually gone for recurve bow there, as I missed the kill completely, but nice kill anyway. I was just talking about Aurelia and the kill going on. I wasn't even looking at what was that the action, I was just looking at the bottom bar.
To be fair, he only moved the camera to it as he died. So
okay, then. It's not my fault, not my fault. I claim innocence on this one. Canada at the moment are pushing this middle turret, and obviously Cassiopeia can really keep them at bay. Hotshot even invading, trying to take that red buff. I'm not sure how far gone he is. He's gonna get... Oh, he got the beast on it there, nicely done. And he's going to try and catch Riga out now. And I tell you what, he could manage this. Oh, Riga decides to flash away. Gangplank ulti a little bit off there. Canada is forced to flash. We will see that come out. Cassiopeia is coming in as well. And there goes the kill for Cassiopeia. It's Big Fat LP who manages to pick it up. 5-2.
It was a complete emotionless hot shot there on stream while all that was happening.
Like, whatever.
Just like, yeah, just another kill. Got that one in the bag, no problem. So at the moment, it is CLG 5-2 up in kills, 2-0 up in towers, and again 5K up in gold. Hotshot GG doing a fantastic job on this top line. Big Fat GG, of course, picking up 3 kills as well. Going on towards Chaos there. Chaos is going to get the suit job, but I think he's going to get away from Absolute this time around. Elements also sitting around, but Asper will easily manage to defend that one. And again, Hotshot GG just continues his pressure on the top here, with 10 now coming out with that Philosopher's Stone. Rabadon's death cap now completed by Big Fat LP as well, and a Hextech Revolver. Instead of choosing to complete those boots, he's still sticking with a level 1 boot. I don't know whether he realised that, or he's just gone, you know what, I don't need boots, I'm Cassiopeia, I'll slow you all down. And I'm 3-0, what the hell, I can do what I like. So at the moment though, you can see Aurelio actually got the win 10. He's just fearful of the fact that he's getting that total stream across him every single time from Hotshot GG. He's just picking away. Hotshot GG now got back on that Aurelio's Reverie as well. So he's just going to get even more health. Obviously he's going to get the buff for their team as well. Still, we're yet to see a Dragon attempt though. 17 minutes 31 into this game, Joe.
We are seeing Odd One come down now. He's dropped that buff onto Chaos, but to be honest, we're not going to see them get anything here onto the Italian team. But look, Canada have come down. They want themselves the first Dragon. We are seeing those pink walls going down as well to clear out by Elements, and Dragon is going to be taken by Canada, who are currently around about 7k, give or take a few hundred here and there, ahead in gold, 5-2 in kills. And top lane is being dominated, middle lane is being dominated. For me, the only thing really keeping Redbyte in this game right now is that bottom lane. The AD carry Corky 2-0, 153 CS. But how long for the game and how long for?
Yeah, and you put it in comparison, Cassiopeia leading in the CS in his lane by 20, Hotshot GG leading his lane by 50. That equates to a lot of gold. And to be honest, despite the fact he is 2-0 up, Chaos is even with the CS, so it's only really those few items difference was 800 gold equates to roughly for the 2 kills that he picked up. But 7k gold difference already for CLG, and now the blue buff being handed over to Cassiopeia there. Hotshot GG in a very strong position. Cassiopeia really is quite loud on the stream. I hope it's not billowing as deafening you guys as it is us, but there's nothing we can do about that. We are merely taking the feed. And already actually getting the Ruby Crystal there, just gone back. Just trying to do as much as he can to try and counter Hotshot GG. And it's actually forcing him to passive farm, which is actually making the game a little bit more passive, because he has to continue to farm just to keep up with Hotshot, as it were. And now we're going to see Hotshot pushing in with a rather large wave at the end top there. And we're getting invader already from CLG, putting that ward down. Pink ward actually down in the bush. So he's immediately going to take down a ward of his own. And they are going to surely take this bottom through down, so this could be the first through for Italy here. Meanwhile, it looks like Canada are going to push it towards the mid. I don't think Cassidy is going to have to be back away from this one. Just get caught in the slow bar there. But the odd one is going to get a little bit of damage done, dodging that lay waste as every time he comes down on towards him. At the moment, Carter's got to be careful, because coming around the backside, it's going to be Hotshot GG just missing the rupture there, and he's just going to back away. Yeah, there's no reason to, and you can see the rest of the team for Italy working their way up back through from the blue buff there. And actually catching the odd one out here. Gillo will manage to catch the stun on him. We managed to lose everything. Cassiopeia also catching everyone down there. Scanner getting insta pop. Barracon also taking down very low. CLG sorely going to come out of this one very strongly. A beat straight away towards Kaneda there. Kilo going to come out of this one. The counter salty will go off, but he will get nothing with it. Chaos is going to continue to chase down Asper. He's going to drop as well. Very nicely played. Canada coming out hugely, and this is going to be an ace. There's no way Kilo's going to walk away from this one alive. Elements picking up the kill with the banana. It's always nice to get a banana kill in there, and that will be a 5-0 clean sweep from CLG. Almost certainly a tower, and well, they're going to pick up the blue buff as well by the looks of it, but that is very much CLG in control of this game.
Again, the opener from Big Fat LP, great stuff with the Cassiopeia ulti catching 2 of them out. Gangplank ulti was spot on. It looked like it could have gone a little bit the other way once we saw that Carthage ulti drop in. Wiped a lot away from Team Canada. However, they'd already got those initial kills. No real damage once Corky's not in and amongst that fight. I mean, he's now got Bloodthirster and Sheen along with those Berserker Greaves and Double Doran Slave from earlier, Irelia was taken out of the fight. Carter decided we're going to catch Riga out. This is surely an easy kill. There goes Big Fat LP. Will flat over the top. Will get the kill on Riga. Are they going to try and get Askeladd as well? No, not just yet. And in fact, they will back away from this one. That one kill was more than enough from that situation. And Italy at this point, they're just being outclassed, Demon.
Yeah, Big Fat LP 6-0 there. Rabadon's Deathcap Hextech Gunblade. He's looking very strong, and he's still yet to get the Minister of the Sorcerer's boots. He's sticking with those level 1 boots. He's like, I'm Big Fat LP, I don't need boots. What are you talking about? Hotshot GG just clears out that wave, saying you're not going to take my turret down. No way. And Aurelia's doing his best to try and keep that farming up, but he just can't keep up with Hotshot GG. 181 to 135, that's CS. Cassiopeia 210 now already, actually leading ahead of the 2AD carries. And of course you can see Infinity Edge now completed by Chaos there. Bloodthirst are completed by Asper though, so like you say, Asper really is the only one trying to keep them in it. Rabadon's Deathcap also on Carter, so Carter's ulti's going to be doing a fair bit, but as it stands, they're just falling behind every team fight they have. They're coming out way behind, and
what do you do?
I don't like to pick on people, but Riga's not really done a great deal from the jungle. You can see he's 0-3-0. He's had no success in his ganking. He's got that Wriggles and Mercury Chest, and that is it. So we're 22 minutes into it. He's going to be really falling behind. And
compared to Gangplank, if you look at Gangplank, who's
trolling you,
who has Wriggles, Sheen.
Just look at the goal difference there. This is what it equates to that far in the CS. 9k ahead, both Hotshot GG and Big Fat LP, and there's not anyone within 3k of that. They are just miles ahead there. Corky really the highest one at 6.8k, and Hotshot GG actually positioned saying, you know what, we're going to do Baron here, and I don't think Italy can do anything about it. They've got no walls anywhere around there. They've got no vision of it whatsoever. There you go. You can see no vision. They can't see what's happening. They're just passively trying to keep themselves in this one. So CLG really in the driving seat, 11-2 up, and really living up to the tag we expected. So that is the Baron picked up there, and that is a pretty heavily tattooed up lady.
There's at least 10 forum threads being written right now this very, very second. I already saw them from the game yesterday that we had on stage. So here we go then, push from Team Canada, and a very big Hotshot GG, who's currently pretty much dominating this one. We've turned the UI completely off. The Koreans are expecting the final fight to happen right now, and then turning it back on. But I would have left it off, because I think they might be right with this one. I think we're going to see that final fight. You know what? What are you going to do against that Shogun once it comes to a proper team fight? He's just so ridiculously big and beefy, and he's doing a load of damage as well at the same time. They're going to find it so hard. Cassiopeia is going to come in there, just ridiculous burst damage that she does, spamming those spells time after time after time. I think this is just a matter of, when, actually, for Canada now.
Yeah, and Soraka just topping up Hotshot GG there. Last time I looked, he has got Aegis now, yeah, so he's got the armour as well to go with it. I was going to say, last time I looked he didn't have armour, but there we go, can just about catch glimpse of the items there. Also, Willie the Ancient's now on Cassiopeia, has completed them Sorcerer's Boots as well. Like we mentioned, we don't have control of the camera, so it's not us taking that time away. Gangplank also going down. This is surely going to be the final push. Actually, the rupture just missed it now from Hotshot GG, but that's going to be the tower going down. The inhibitor will follow, and they just dropped the UI completely. They're like, no, this is it. It's over. They called it already, but you know what? Canada are going, you know what? We're just going to hold out a little longer. They're going to go towards the top turret, and they're doing it the tutorial style. You've got to take every turret, every inhibitor down. There's no point just pushing straight up mid, focusing up on that super minion. Yes, the houseborn. We know that happens when that inhibitor goes down, but we're getting a nice tutorial from Koreans here. It's nice. Not everybody is a League of Legends viewer. There is a lot of people who are watching streams, so we try to expand on exactly what's happening. You can see that turret also going to go down again. That's pretty straightforward stuff. There's not a lot that Italy can do against this monster up front with so much support, so much sustain with Soraka and obviously the ulti there. Graves has also got a lot of damage. Cassiopeia is doing scary amounts of damage at the moment, and if they're not careful, they're all going to get caught. If they continue chasing, just to wait for Cassiopeia just to turn around and pop that ulti all in their faces, and then followed by Rupture, it'll be game over.
Yeah, and they only need to just build a bit of armor now to Canada, and then they're just going to take minus damage or something. There's no damage at all, except from Corky. He's the only one that can do really anything in this one. I mean, Carter's got Rabadon built up by now, but he's pretty much dead. Riga going in the middle of everyone. That's a dead Riga. There goes surely a dead Barracoon as well. Yep, actually Otok's going to flash in there aggressively as he will get that rupture. Not quite in position. Barracoon is going to die. Turret is down. Inhibitor will follow here in just a second. And I think it's time now for CLG to say good night and finish off this game. Just take down those turrets. They've got super minions in there already, taking down the others. They want more kills in amongst all this. Asplar is going back to the fountain, but, well, this is a good game. And to be honest, Demon, Canada have just proven how good of a team they are, how much more of a step up it is for Redbyte to come into a game like this and take out.
Yeah, so they have Australia after this one. We're trying to keep you up to date with the scores, but that is going to be Canada. And a fountain dive as well, as GG is given. And California.
Canada
pick up their win there. Pretty much expected. They are looking pretty happy there. That takes them to a 1-1, and that means Italy probably out of this one. They're at 0-2 now. They have Australia to play though, so it's not over yet for Cantologic Gamer. They're going to have to go the route of Dignitas, come back from the first loss and take the 2 wins, but Australia certainly are going to try and prove them wrong. You can catch us over there. It's going to be Joe_Miller and QBD Man on Twitter. We will promise to try and get you the scores. We really will. Also, you can check them on